Hi, Shyamala. Hey, how are you? Thank you for writing your essay. Well done. Sounds like you've had a really, really busy week. And I know you are working hard, you've got your family. It's really difficult to write essays as well. But well done. Good work here. Okay, so dear sir or madam, I'm writing this letter to apologize for my uh, from, from something, from the second semester biotech exam. I would like to request you to consider my situation favourably. Good, lovely, very nice. This is a nice formal, this is what you want. Let me explain my situation in detail. Okay, when I've got a red line here, it shows me there's a spelling thing. I am, yep, studying final year masters. We would probably put a capital letter for this, and we would also put a capital letter for the subject. Just remember that if you have a subject to write about. Student number, blah, blah, blah. Okay. Um, I say academic year group. Well, I wouldn't say batch. As per the examination schedule, I I should have be careful because it's the time's gone past. I should, would be great grammar. Should have written, be very nice. So I should have written, or you could have I was due to write. Okay, but if you're saying what you said, which is I have to write, that is suggesting in the future, and this was in the past. My pathology exam this month, unfortunately, I couldn't. Now, be careful here because this is a formal letter, and I think you've done it again later. Because this is a formal letter, you mustn't use contractions. So you must use formal, could not attend the exam due to a high fever caused by malaria. Um, Secondly, I'd like to apologise for my ability to produce a certificate as the doctor who treated me is out of the country. Um, yes, as I, capital letter, stay at the college hostel, the warden may be able to only copy the prescription that was given to her. Very nice, lovely, very, very good writing there. Could you please? Yes, I think I would say rather, I would be grateful if you could. Okay, could you please is fine, but this is more formal, and you're asking them very nicely because you want them to say yes. Be grateful if you could please reconsider my position and allow me to appear for a supplementary exam being conducted in the upcoming week. Um, yeah, I don't think you need that. You don't need to be too kind of friendly. I think that's okay. I hope you understand the importance of the exams for final year. Absolutely. Well done. And again, here, keep the level 4. I look forward to a positive reply. Okay? Uh, but very nice. Good letter. You kind of don't really need that. I know it's polite, but I sort of don't think you need that. And then yours sincerely, be careful because you've had dear sir at the beginning. If you have dear sir, you must have yours, capital Y, faithfully. The examiner will expect you to know this, okay? Yours faithfully when it's dear sir at the beginning, okay? When it's dear Mr. Jones, it's yours sincerely. If you're not sure about the greetings, just quickly look that up. It's very important. Also, if you have an informal letter, remember you say best wishes or kind regards, something different, yeah, from what you would say in a formal letter. Okay. Now, so good, nice. Lots of good vocabulary in there, lots of good fixed expressions. That's a nice letter. And just that little thing on tenses there. So happy with that one. Task 2. Okay, this is 445 long. Now, my friend, if I may call you that, I think you are crazy to write such a long essay. The more you write, the more you will make a mistake. Okay, you only have 40 minutes. 40 minutes is not long, especially in an exam, and you want to finish it properly. Yeah, so aim for 350. Aim for 320. Yeah, you do not need to write something as long as this. Two problems. One, you won't have time. Two, the examiner might say, oh, come on, this is way too long. I'm not going to finish marking it and cut off. Yeah. So you're not helping yourself here. Experts throughout both the developing and developed worlds have debated the influence. You don't debate about, debate the influence of technology on making an individual a better social being. Okay, good. Some believe that technology is the main reason for a man. Now, it's not a man. I know it says man, but it just means people, just means everyone. So some believe technology is the main reason for let's go main reason why so many young people and students are becoming detached from the real world. Yeah. If you say that, I think that is better. The reason why, I think that's what you mean, because you talk about, and I like the bit about virtual worlds and escape to a virtual world. Okay, so I like that idea, but I think you need to just don't be trapped by the words in the question. You understand what that means. It means people, yeah. So just you don't have to like stick to this. Now, personally, I strongly disagree. And join this together. And the assessor will argue that modern scientific inventions have, if you're present perfect, made, you could put have made the world, yeah, rather than a human, because again, you're thinking about one person. It's not. It's everyone. Have made has. Sorry, I'd say has made the world. Has made the world more amicable and social. More, yeah, than previous times, using examples such as the internet, always the and always capital letter, social apps and Facebook capital letter, and Instagram. Okay, good, nice intro there. Okay. On the one hand, there's ample evidence showing that in earlier times, people were not that sociable, owing to their circumstances. The central reason behind this is twofold. Firstly, few. Now, do you mean, if you say few, be careful. I would not use this word because few is like one or two. So it's really difficult to use correctly, so don't use it. Just use some or many. Individual spelling here. Individuals were introverted. Introverted, I think you mean. Introverted by nature. And found it difficult. Or introverts. Okay, introverts. Yeah, do it that way. Yeah, by nature, who found it difficult to mingle with people on a personal front. Okay, we don't know that for a fact. So you could say it is thought that. Some people. Be careful about making a very general statement that you cannot prove. Secondly, people had to travel long distances in order to meet their friends. Good, to socialise. Yeah, well done. Space there. For example, okay. Oh, is there meant to be an example there? Maybe there's a bit missing. Okay, maybe there's a bit missing. Sorry if there's a bit missing there. Oh, I see. For example, on the one hand, okay, so now where are we going on this essay? Come on, what is happening here? You've got on the one hand here the sample evidence, okay, and then coming on down here, you've got on the one hand again the sample evidence that. So you can't repeat this. So you need to cut that. So, for example, technology in the form of internet applications, capital letters, help many of us to interact with others online and socialise, which otherwise would not have been possible. Okay? For example, recent empirical research by students of Harvard demonstrated that 90% of the US population had noted an increase in their social behaviour after registering on existing. Yep, good. social behaviour, good, and contact with friends. Let's kind of explain what you mean is important, yeah? Must not be forgotten that although there are few drawbacks of technology playing a major role, drawbacks, with technology playing a role making, comma there, with technology playing a major role in making today's humans more active, instead of dependent on a more future world, it can be considered that there are more positives than negatives. Therefore, it's clear. Okay, I don't. Given your essay is so long, I would cut that. What's happening is that because it's very long, you can see I'm starting to have problems with the coherence. I need to know where you're going on this essay. It's very important that I can follow it easily. Okay, and when you've got here on the one hand, and then again on the one hand, I'm thinking, hang on, what's happening? Yeah. So the coherence, the organisation, is a very big part. I know it's the first time you've used the template. The template is really good. It will help guide you on the coherence. Okay, that's really useful. On the other hand, although there's a case for family gatherings, clubs, all clubs, to improve social life, the effect of technology cannot be, careful, no contractions understated. This is largely because technology, comma, in the form of gaming clubs, comma, has brought, careful on your tenses, its present perfect is not finished, has brought many students together and increased their social circle. Good. Additionally, applications such as Tinder, capital letter, have made, present perfect again, relationships possible, which is a major, relationships possible, which is a major outcome of socialization, good, of improved, easier, and more efficient. So I think I always say to students, you can use 3 words, use 3 adjectives, it's more powerful, it's a nicer style of writing. For example, the findings of an online survey published that people who suffered from, you don't really suffer from being, I would say people who were more shy and less, and shy and reticent is a good word, means the same as shy, found it easier, so you're comparing, easier to develop relationships online and showed an increased good, or increased social nature, good. Thus, comma, it's possible to state beyond doubt that technical advancements have brought significant changes in the social lives of many and improved the quality of friendly behaviour. Okay, from the arguments examples given, I firmly believe the impact of technology has had, careful, there's a lot of grammar coming up here, positive impact on human lives, making man more social, which is advantageous in many ways. I don't think you need that. I would cut that. It's predicted that more innovations in the field of science will increasingly grow in the near future, removing any inhibitions, good word, in man's antisocial nature, that needs a hyphen, and making him more, social, more, or maybe say an increasing, maybe use our interaction and understanding of each other. Let me just move that so you can see. Okay, interaction and understanding of each other, something like that, rather than just repeating social again. Okay, all right, let me just sum up quickly because sorry, this is quite long. I know you're aiming at a band 7. If you want to get a band 7, you must be very careful on your grammar. Okay, really think about the grammar tenses you're going to use. Try and use more fancy grammar, more complex grammar, some conditional sentences, more of the relative clauses, people who, a place where, those things, more relative clauses. Think about your vocabulary. The vocabulary this sort of thing is what you want to be aiming for, rather than repeating social, social, social all the way through. Okay, so vocabulary, I think, needs a bit of thought. Mostly the biggest problem is the fact that it's so long, because you've made it more difficult for yourself because you've written such a long essay. Okay, there's plenty of good stuff. Yep, there's plenty of really, really good stuff. But try and do another one soon, and try and keep it to 350 maximum words, and think about those things, grammar and vocabulary. Just boost the vocabulary as much as you can. Good work, well done.